coast. Millions of Americans warned to leave before it's too late.
If you need to evacuate and you haven't, evacuate. This storm will kill you.
What could be the biggest mass evacuation ever across several states tonight. Powerful bands lashing Florida right now and what's coming this evening. Millions warned they could lose power. Already, more than 100 dead in Matthew's wake. Rooftops ripped off. Tonight, we're tracking the storm hour by hour. Our team of meteorologists and reporters right here in the storm zone. A special edition of World News Tonight starts now.
From ABC News, this is a special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from the hurricane zone in Florida.
And good evening to you as we come on the air from Jacksonville, Florida tonight. We are in the crosshairs here of Hurricane Matthew. In fact, families here are being warned of winds up to 125 miles per hour in the coming hours. At this hour, 12 million Americans are now under a hurricane warning as Matthew gets closer and closer to the U.S. coastline. Take a look at the images coming in as we begin tonight. It is now a Category 4 from Hollywood, Florida tonight, the deadly storm already being felt along the Florida coast. President Obama today declaring a state of emergency. This is how the storm looked as it blasted through the Bahamas just hours ago. On its way toward the U.S., we have a team there tonight. Mandatory evacuations underway here at home. Florida's governor issuing a dire warning today, and you heard him moments ago, this storm will kill you. You can see the hurricane closing in roughly 100 miles now from Florida, winds at 140 miles per hour. The National Weather Service warning of a possible catastrophic storm surge right here in Florida. I can tell you the winds are picking up. The rain is now coming down here in Jacksonville. It is being felt up and down the coast here in Florida. We want to get right to our team coverage tonight, beginning with Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. And when everyone wants to know the new track tonight, when Matthew will hit and where. Ginger, good evening.
Good evening, David. We're right here in central Florida on the East Coast, the angry Atlantic behind me. We're feeling the outer bands already, and this beast is still 150 miles away from us here. It is moving northwest at 13 miles per hour. You can see it on the satellite there, a nasty image coming toward Florida. I wanted to bring you through the timing of this storm. That's what is so important, the track that everyone's wondering about. It'll hug along the Space Coast overnight tonight into early tomorrow, close to Jacksonville early tomorrow through the afternoon hours. To Savannah, Charleston. It weakens as it turns back into the Atlantic. And look at this timing. I need to show you from the radar image that is happening now over Freeport, Bahamas. It goes toward Florida with that northwesterly track, hangs along the coast. You could see gusts upward of 140 miles per hour with this thing. Cape Canaveral, and then watch the timing there. By Friday evening, we go Jacksonville to Brunswick. Savannah starts to feel it. Charleston Friday night through early Saturday. So much more to come as far as what the impacts are. I'll show you storm surge. I'll show you wind. But in general, so many folks from Charleston down here through Florida on a hurricane warning. David.
Ginger Z beginning our coverage tonight. Ginger, our thanks to you. And as you heard Ginger say, Cape Canaveral first. Then they're going to really feel the effects of this storm right here in Jacksonville. And a stark image tonight showing you just how serious this storm is. Take a look at the mandatory evacuations at this hour. 3 million Americans have been told to flee the storm zone up and down the coast. And ABC's Gio Benitez is right here in Florida tonight where the effects of this storm are already being felt.
Tonight, the outer bands of Hurricane Matthew swarming the Florida coast. Wind and torrential rain picking up by the minute. So we just arrived in West Palm Beach, and just look, the wind is so strong, the rain is just starting, and these are just the outer bands. The storm passing the Bahamas, packing winds up to 140 miles an hour. The National Weather Service saying Matthew will be devastating, unlike any hurricane in the modern era. Millions of coastal residents putting up the last plywood, filling up the last sandbags.
Time's running out. Leave. There's no excuses. The roads are open. You should get out.
As the governor says, the time to prepare is over.
Unfortunately, this is going to kill people.
Highways clogged with hundreds of thousands heeding that warning. Store shelves bare. Fuel getting even harder to find. Officials say the state has enough to last 6 days, but on the road, dozens of gas stations bone dry.
Ridiculous. I went to Costco, the line's like all out to 595.
I saw 2 guys fighting at a gas station yesterday. Yeah, actually throwing punches.
Fears that nearly 3 million people could lose power for weeks. But not everyone is heeding that warning. In Palm Beach, one of the areas officials are most concerned about, floodwaters are beginning to rise. Do you guys live here? We found Stephanie Walczak watching the storm. So you live down the street, so you chose not to evacuate. Why?
I'm going to my mom's house right across the street.
Yeah, is it safer?
I don't know, but I think we'll be okay.
Airports closing runways, all theme parks, including Disney World, shut down. Hundreds, including some tourists, hunkering down in shelters. David, I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and I got to tell you, this is some of the strongest wind. We're feeling that rain. It just feels like daggers on your skin. The National Weather Service is also warning of immense human suffering here. That is some of the strongest language they've ever used, David.
Gio, our thanks to you. And of course, those are simply the outer bands of this storm long before it gets here. Our thanks to Gio and the team further south from here. This hurricane has already carved a deadly path of destruction straight through the Caribbean. In fact, in Haiti, more than 100 people dead on the islands in the Caribbean. The first pictures coming in tonight. And look at this. It hit the Bahamas a short time ago, where people were seeking shelter, power lines down, and American tourists seeking shelter as well there, right there in Nassau. ABC's Alex Perez tonight.
Matthew roaring through the Bahamas amid torrential downpours.
I want you to take a look in the distance over there. That's the ocean, at least what you can make out of it.
In Nassau, the capital city, conditions deteriorating by the hour.
It's now about 11:15 in the morning, and the eye of Hurricane Matthew has now passed beyond us. And one way you can tell, look at the palm trees. They're now all blowing in the opposite direction.
Matthew blowing out power lines. The storm surge up to 15 feet.
It's now been raining for about 6 hours, and the gusts are really picking up. Take a look at that utility pole behind me there, swaying back and forth in the wind. We've just learned Hurricane Matthew has been upgraded to a dangerous Category 4.
Those warm waters surrounding the island country help Matthew grow even more powerful. The storm's winds increasing to 140 miles per hour.
Wow.
More than 3,000 tourists in the Bahamas unable to escape.
I actually found a place to sleep with one of my family members, and they had to pull us out because the metal part was coming off of the window.
Hotel guests forced to ride out the storm overnight in conference rooms. This, as we're now seeing the path of utter devastation Matthew has left across the Caribbean. In Haiti, the death toll skyrocketing as floodwaters recede. More than 100 already confirmed dead, and that number will continue to rise. More than 28,000 homes damaged, many families now homeless. In this southwestern town, residents trying to salvage what they can. This woman saying what little money they had is now gone, and they are hungry. Cuba, walls collapsing, roofs ripped off in Guantanamo province. This man saying he just hopes his family can fix this.
And David, the winds have calmed here tonight, but the rain is still falling. In terms of the cleanup, they're just now beginning to assess the damage. David?
Alex Perez, our thanks to you and the team in Nassau tonight. We move north of here in Georgia and in the Carolinas tonight, where millions of Americans are preparing, particularly after seeing images like those. But South Carolina's Governor Nikki Haley urging and issuing a warning saying people are not evacuating. She wants to see more heed these warnings. Fuel up quickly, she said. Go to the pharmacy. We need you to think about this. Look at these images coming in from the Carolinas tonight. Families already in shelters on cots. And meteorologist Rob Marciano picks up the story from there.
Tonight, the exodus ahead of Hurricane Matthew. More than 1 million people in the Carolinas ordered to evacuate across 8 counties.
As of 6 a.m. this morning, 175,000 people have evacuated. That's not enough.
Here in South Carolina, highway lanes reversed starting Wednesday. All lanes heading away from coastal towns so people can get out as quickly as possible.
We left Charleston, South Carolina at about 9:30 this morning. We are en route to Atlanta, Georgia.
Residents like Brooke Cribbs braving hours of traffic to get to safety.
We loaded up all of our special people, and we have puppies in the back.
Officials say the lane reversal will last as long as people are still leaving. The National Guard is on standby, schools closed, an army of school buses deployed to get people out.
Look at all these buses as far as the eye could see.
Many heading inland, only to find hotels are booked up.
It's almost impossible to get something. Now I'm sure everything's booked up.
While hundreds of others prepare to ride the storm out in emergency shelters. The Snyder family left their home in downtown Charleston yesterday taken to a shelter by bus.
Hoping that everything goes well for us. I hope everybody be safe.
The Catalano family watching and waiting.
We're prepping. We'll be ready. We just need more information. We're just not ready yet.
And Rob Marciano also with us live tonight. And Rob, as you can see, it's already raining here in Florida. The big concern here, those 125-mile-per-hour winds they're expecting just in Jacksonville alone. But what is the biggest concern in the Carolinas tonight?
Well, David, this is the low country, so surge is always a huge concern, and we're going to have a consistent east wind with this piling up that water. So not just water here in the city of Charleston, but a surge that pushes for miles up the river system, hence all the evacuations. David?
Rob Marciano, part of the team up and down the coast tonight. Rob, our thanks to you. And of course, it's not just the millions of Americans right here in the hurricane zone being affected by Matthew. This new number, as we're on the air tonight, nearly 4,000 flights across this country already being canceled because of this impending storm. ABC's Eva Pilgrim tonight on the ripple effect.
Tonight, the hurricane grinding air travel to a halt in the southeast and causing a ripple effect through the country.
We get complacent, and this one's not turning.
The one day that we plan to leave, there's a hurricane.
Mid-morning, Fort Lauderdale Airport shutting down for the first time since Hurricane Katrina 11 years ago, an extremely rare move. By 1 p.m., all flights in and out of Miami and West Palm Beach stopped. Orlando International away from the coast, stopping commercial flights at 8 tonight. Nearly 4,000 flights canceled over the next 2 days. Time-lapse radar showing the normally busy Florida skies clearing out.
Our original flight out of Orlando was canceled.
The Holbrook family visiting Florida from Oklahoma, now driving away from the storm and hoping to find another way out.
We are actually going to Clearwater and then driving to the Tampa airport tomorrow to fly out.
Meanwhile, here in Jacksonville, some of the final flights on the eastern coast of Florida taking off, but the ticket counters mostly empty.
David, Jacksonville airport officials tell us they do not plan to close the airport, even if there are no flights, to ensure stranded travelers have a place to stay. David?
There will be delays and cancellations for days to come because of this. Eva Pilgrim, our thanks to you. Let's get right back to Ginger now, because the central question while we're on the air tonight for so many here in Florida, Ginger, is what time tonight will they really see the effects of this hurricane? And can you also talk about what you first reported last night, the possibility that this could circle out to sea and then come back and potentially hit twice?
Well, David, the core of terror of that storm, the harshest winds will really come close by midnight tonight for some folks and really through the early morning hours of Friday. Here I'm expecting it closer to 7 a.m., between 7 and 9 a.m. right along the Space Coast. But let me take you to that track again. This is a big deal, too, because we have not seen a storm of this magnitude make landfall in Florida since Wjla. And that was in 2005. Remember, that was 4,000 days ago today, actually. And yes, it could turn back around, but it'll be much weaker by then. David?
I remember Wjla well, was right here for that as well. Ginger Z, thanks for your coverage, and we'll check in with you a bit later as well. In the meantime, to the race for president also being affected by this hurricane, the presidential candidates forced to respond to a potential natural disaster here. Both candidates weighing in today, and you'll hear what they said. Also, the Presidential Debate Commission tonight saying it is game on. The debate will go on regardless of this hurricane. Here's ABC's Tom Yamas on the campaign trail.
Tonight in battleground Florida, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump shutting down their campaign offices. For once, both on the same page. Clinton tweeting, "I urge everyone to follow emergency instructions and evacuate if you're told to." Trump warning, "If your home is in the path of the hurricane and you are being advised to leave, you need to do so right now." The storm comes with both candidates deep in debate prep. Trump screening video of the first showdown. Aides wanted to point out his reactions under fire.
You perpetuated a false claim.
It does involve going after them online. Then he called her Miss Housekeeping because she was Latina.
Trump being told he doesn't always have to get the last word in.
Donald supported the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong. His campaign has accused Clinton of using canned lines.
And Mrs. Clinton was there really trying to get out those 5 or 6 zingers that she had rehearsed a number of days.
But now they're working on their own zingers for Trump, hoping he will deliver them. And tonight, Trump is test driving the debate's town hall format in New Hampshire. His coach, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Trump's opponent, Hillary Clinton, has more experience fielding questions in town halls.
What are you going to do about all this bullying?
Can you tell me a little bit more about why that's on your mind?
Her campaign points to moments like that one, where she hugged that little girl, a personal connection with voters. But Clinton had a rough outing in a recent TV town hall. Tonight, she's deep in debate prep, and her team predicts she'll face a less testy Trump on Sunday night. And David, tonight, both campaigns with an eye on Hurricane Matthew. The Clinton campaign hoping they change the voter registration deadline in Florida. The cutoff is next Tuesday. So far, no word if that's going to happen. David?
Tom Yamas in New York City for us tonight. Tom, our thanks to you. And a reminder, the second presidential debate is now just 3 days away. And of course, we'll have complete team coverage Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC. I'll be joining George and the Powerhouse political team. And of course, our own Mark the Raditz co-moderating. We'll see you Sunday night for that. In the meantime, there is still much more ahead.